We are beginning this day with a big controversy of sorts, or a reappointment which has created quite a flutter in the political circles. The return of Sam Pitroda. What does it mean for the Congress party? And the BJP is saying that the Prime Minister had in fact predicted it, that the Congress would ensure the return of Mr. Sam Pitroda, because remember what had happened was just that in the run-up to the elections, Mr. Pitroda, who is back now as the overseas chairman of the Congress party, had made a string of controversial comments which had embarrassed his party, which had led to that becoming an election talking point. We have Rashid Kidwai joining us, also Sunil Prabhu. Rashid, I'm coming to you first. The BJP says that it's hypocrisy on the part of the Congress party, and that it was expected that he would return. But the Congress is being careful. I saw that tweet by one of the senior functionaries of the Congress party who said that there is a way in which Mr. Pitroda, who has said that he would steer clear of all the controversies. How is that even possible?
Yeah, so Maria, we must remember the circumstances in which Mr. Sam Pitroda was removed. This was in the midst of election. Mr. Sam Pitroda has a knack of making, so to say, politically incorrect or politically embarrassing statements. Congress at that point felt that, if Sam Pitroda continues, then that will provide a lot of ammunition to the opposition, that being the BJP. So he was removed. Now that sort of dust has settled down, so Sam Pitroda is back, because remember, Sam Pitroda is a very kind of close associate of Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, late Rajiv Gandhi, and many of the members of Nehru Gandhi family. He has a certain standing, in US and in abroad in various countries where Congress has its own sympathizers. There is a network of entire Congress, overseas Congress, just as the BJP has that overseas BJP chamber. So these are the people who have a lot of connections and resources and network. So it's very difficult, Maria, to replace A with B. So therefore, I think it's a continuation thing. Mr. Pitroda has been told not to cross that Lakshman Rekha, but I doubt whether he'll be able to abide by it or not. But it was purely strategic and political when he was removed.
Okay, so it has begun to drizzle here. But let me bring in Sunil, because I think it's raining there as well. So Sunil, the return of Mr. Sam Pitroda, the Congress, of course, in its official communication says that he should be reinstated immediately. But Mr. Sam Pitroda himself had said that it was mutually agreed upon that he should resign because he wanted to save the party from embarrassment.
So that's right. I mean, you have to read between the lines. The fact is that at that stage, there are two favorites for the BJP, as you're well aware, Maria. One is Manishankar Iyer, the other is Sam Pitroda. Both have a habit of speaking out in a manner in which it really gives ammunition to the political adversary of the Congress party, that is the BJP, to rake up and say that, this is what is the Congress party's ethos and traditions, and this is their thinking. And Mr. Sam Pitroda, as has been pointed out, is a long associate and loyalist of the Gandhi family. So definitely at that stage, they wanted to do course correction, didn't want the debate to get derailed. That's critical in the 2024 elections, that they didn't want any attempt to move away from the constitution, from what they were talking about people's rights. The India bloc didn't want any kind of issue, and that's the reason why he, as he said, he quit, or they removed him. Either way, he's back. Sam Pitroda, as you're well aware, is also responsible for India's telecom revolution. He came back from the United States, worked with Rajiv Gandhi in the late 80s to actually bring in C-Dot. And today, if you had the telephones across the country, as well as the entire telecom revolution, he played a small part of it. So definitely, he's been a long associate of the Congress party, and as pointed out, has worked overseas for the Congress, and also a great philosopher and guide for Rahul Gandhi and the family at large.
Yes, so so seen as a friend, philosopher and guide. But what, if he is reinstated, Rashid, what does it actually mean for the BJP? Of course, BJP rakes up these statements for its political gains. The elections are over. What embarrassment can his statements necessarily cause now?
Maria, not really, not so much. Remember, Mr. Sam Pitroda is a thinking person. He has a problem of articulation and timing. So when the elections are there, then it creates a problem because what Sam Pitroda says is there in a context. But many times in particularly television business or on social media, things are quoted out of context. So there is therefore a Gandhi family has a lot of sympathy for Mr. Sam Pitroda, that Mr. Sam Pitroda was wronged. They don't think that Sam Pitroda did anything grossly wrong on what he was saying. It was just the way it was giving a spin, so it became very embarrassing. Now there is a very interesting thing, Maria, within the Congress. There are a large number of Congress MPs, young Congress leaders who have very little respect or regard for Sam Pitroda, and they want to see him go. They don't want him around. This is actually a reality within the Congress. But there are some like Jairam Ramesh and others who were schooled by Sam Pitroda. So therefore, they have a sense of a loyalty of belonging. I think this whole thing about Sam Pitroda being Rahul's a friend, philosopher, guide is a thing of a past. Mr. Rahul Gandhi has come in on his own and he doesn't need anyone. There are too many uncles in the sense that those who are, Rajiv Gandhi's contemporaries or friends who are in Congress and they try to, kind of dictate terms. But Mr. Rahul Gandhi is very clear-headed. He doesn't need them. And politically also, he's better off without them. But this is a kind of legacy of Congress that it wants a continuation from the past, and that's why people like Sam Pitroda survive.